It's Friday, baby. Finally made it to the weekend, y'all. Guys, today's it's a special day. I am running a stream without Orphan. It's the first time I've done that. I got my own OBS set up. I'm a big boy now. And we are bringing you a little bit more Parallel TCG gameplay. It was a starter deck day. Very exciting for hopefully what is a lot of new people that got introduced to the game. So yeah, if you're here, if you're new, or even if you're old, welcome. Thanks for hanging. I'm just checking all of the socials right now because I pushed this live. We haven't done this setup, so I'm just double checking. I'm gonna jump on Twitch on my phone because I couldn't actually get the input correctly for the Parallel game client to actually showcase correctly on an OBS. So it's pushing my whole display. So I actually can't like be bouncing around and looking at other shit. But here's what we're gonna do today, guys. It looks like everything's running accordingly. I'm not gonna be able to look at the chat. So talk amongst yourselves, entertain yourselves, and we're just gonna get into it. So what I wanted to do today is we have the game client up, and as you can see, here's my OBS setup. But we're gonna get into the free roll Kobra's Kobra Commander deck because I feel like personally, I haven't been giving Marcolian enough love, and I'm a Marcolian maxi. I have every single card from all PS15 to PD6 Marcolian cards. However, I've primarily been playing Earthen and Catharia. I know, blasphemy, but I feel like I need to give it a little bit more time. So I thought Kobra's little nudge here for this Kobra Commander deck, we're just gonna fucking smash them in the face, dude. All these Shroud control decks, they ain't gonna hold us down, bro. So let's get into it. The first thing we're gonna do here is, if you look at this thread from Kobra on Twitter, sorry, X gonna give it to you. You can see here, we have the full video breakdown. So I would welcome all of you, if you wanna do a little bit more testing, experimenting, dive into this video. It's very in-depth, a lot of great information here. Admittedly, I haven't watched the full video yet, but I did catch some of the highlights and I really did enjoy it. So what you can do, Kobra's been nice enough to offer the deck code. So that's the first thing that we're gonna do. I've already taken the liberty of copying and pasting this deck code, but if you have not done that yet, and I'm gonna check on chat really quickly, make sure that my audio levels are okay. I did a little testing beforehand just to make sure, and I'm hoping that everything's okay. You're gonna hear a little feedback there because I just checked on mobile without the audio off. But if the audio levels are off, please let me know and I'll try to adjust it on my side. Just gonna say hello and then we'll get into it. So here you have it. All right, so deck code in the video. Thank you, Kobra. I'm gonna jump to the game client. And for anyone that has not done this yet, all right, you have our weekly challenges here on the right side. There's a few Marcolian challenges, so I really wanted to tap into those too and get a little extra XP, some experience. But yeah, this deck is insanely nasty. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So collection, import deck. This is where you would typically go to do this. Enter your deck code here, you know, create your own name for it. I've already done it. What you will notice, especially for people that are unfamiliar, haven't done the alpha before, you can see this is the deck right here from Kobra, and it is labeled invalid. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop into it. We're gonna take a closer look as to why it's invalid. I already know why, but I'm gonna try to explain it as if, you know, people that have not seen this before, they should have a better understanding. So what is happening is it has cards in the deck that I don't have enough of. I either don't have enough of the digital collectibles, AKA the NFTs, or I don't have enough of the apparitions. And eventually I'll be able to hopefully craft or even purchase the digital collectibles or craft the apparitions. But for now, we're going to modify the deck. I've already written down on a notepad, you know, what I'm missing that I need to add. So I have one of every single one of these cards. The problem is I don't have multiples of some of these cards. And so let's just scroll through here. I saw it earlier, maybe I missed it already. But it is denoted in, I think it's Orbital Strike was what it was. Where are you? So bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to find it. Am I just not seeing it? There it is. Okay. So you can see here, the indication is these little nodes at the bottom of the card. You can see there's 3 are actually selected because they're filled, and versus these, like, see how they have that white stroke on the outside and they don't have like a white fill on the inside of them? That means they're not selected. So there are 3 orbital strikes in this Kobra Commander deck. I only have 1. So as you can see, missing card, missing card. So what I need to do is, and to look at the detail of the card so that you can select, you know, like NFTs versus your apparitions. You right click on the card. For Mac users, I'm using the Parallels virtual machine. So if my video is a little choppy, that might be part of the reason why. But for Mac users, you hold down Shift Control and then click, and then it'll give you that view. So we're gonna go over here to the left panel and we're gonna find Orbital Strike, and we're gonna actually remove 2 of them. So 1, 2, okay. So that's good. I wanna double check to make sure that there's no other invalid cards. I think that might be the only one. Maybe we'll do, and you can see like the stack is super high in terms of the 1 and 2 cost for the cards. So I'm really into that curve there. That's gonna be a lot of fun. When you're dealt damage, upgraded units gain +1/+1, right? That might be a good upgrade to add. I like the improvised tactics because you get a bit better, some better card draw. So that might be a good one. I'm sort of also looking through to make sure that I don't have invalid cards as I set this up. This unit can't be targeted with it. Yeah, that one's another one I might add as well, the Unseen Commando. I do like the Longbow Personal Carrier because it adds a defender, and those 2 1-of-1 fresh recruits, they could just be like super annoying. What up? Orphans in the chat. King shit only. And then Fire Support Base is an awesome one, but a much higher cost there. And I can see with the Kobra Commander deck, he's trying to hit you hard and hit you fast with those low cost cards. So I think that we're probably going to keep it on the lower cost side just to stay true to the deck. Although we removed 2 orbital strikes that were, I think 5 cost, right? 4 cost. So I love the Unstable Drone. Maybe that's another one that we want to add. I really do like the defenders. That's why I like the Earthen decks, because yeah, I just like stalling, and decay as well is just like, it can be such a pain in the ass. So I'm trying to think, after a friendly unit is destroyed, Vengeful Ally might be a good one. Defiant Clone might also be a good one, because if there's a lot of units, and I see, yeah, there's a lot of low cost units, so that could stack that. Let's try it out. Like, I think, let's see what happens. I'm gonna fuck with the Defiant Clone. Also, his like sound effect, the laugh when he hits the board or when he gets hit, is just so fucking good. All right, so 40 cards, we're at our 40 card max. You have to have 40 cards if you're not familiar, in order for the deck to be viable. And then I'm just gonna double check these, because when you import decks, it tends to default to apparitions. And so I wanna make sure that I'm getting my full exposure of Prime if I were hopefully to win. And you can see it's getting stuck right now because I'm on the virtual machine. So that's the downside of the virtual machine. And here's a perfect example. So you can see both of these are apparitions, but I have more than 3 SEs. I have 3 SEs and 1 FE. and they weren't automatically slated. So I want to make sure that my digital collectibles are in the deck and they're set. See, look at that. I got an autograph even, and it wasn't set. So it's not really prioritizing maybe the highest rarity cards, which I would love it to. And again, another signature card. So let's see. Yeah. So sorry guys, bear with me here. We're doing a little housekeeping, but for anyone that has not done this yet, this is a good learning, hopefully, to ensure that you're maximizing them primes, boy. Because we want them primes, dude. We're working hard on our decks. We've been collecting for the last 2.5 years, so you know, we fucking earned this shit. So I'm gonna go through really quickly, try to set these all up. I actually do have the stream open on my phone, so if you guys have any questions, hit me with any questions. Otherwise, get wrecked. And there we go. All right, we're almost through. How's the volume level, guys? It's great in the headset. Just vibing over here, guys. Okay, those are set. That's weird. Like, maybe I don't have any apparitions. Let me go back to that. Yeah, see, I don't have any apparitions, so then it defaults to the digital collectibles, and I feel like it should be the other way around. So requests for product improvement for the team, default to them goodies and digital collectibles, boy. That Lancer tank, I believe that was from PS15. That's a rare one. Tough to come by. All right, let's see. Mercenary should be, yeah, see? That's why you gotta look. You gotta look at every single card, man. A couple of apparitions here. We want to replace those with them flossy hollow SEs. And then let's get our Cunning Diplomat. Yep, he's set because I have no apparitions. And then my boy, get that apparition out of there. And then I think we're probably good. I'm just double checking that there's no like Interceptor or the higher cost Annihilate. Cool. There we go. The Mantis Corsair, of course. Yep, we're already set on that. My TE4 Interceptor's not used. Oh, there's the Annihilate. And we got that SIG. Let's get that signature in there. It's an SE signature. I love that one. I'm never going to sell that shit. Cool. Oh, come on. You know, like, come on. Default to my perfect loops. It's a flex. I fucking love those perfect loops. They're so good. All right, I think we're okay, guys. Let's get into some play now. I've been really bad at this. Well, I've been bad at the game in general, but I have been bad about when I get a deck, I'll jump right into ranked. And I know the pro players don't do that. They'll test their shit out. So let's. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Hold on 1 second. This will be quick. You gotta set your card back, you know? So let's get the OG pills. I love them because they're like just so subtle and how they animate. But yeah, so if you want to set your card backs, you go down here to this little card back symbol. Tap that. I found that the star, I know you can favorite things, but you have to make sure that you click on the card instead of the star. And we just picked this Heroes of Parallel card back up today, so it's nice to see it reflected so quickly from today's starter deck drop. But I got my Marcolian logo card back set. We're gonna go back to play. I'm gonna try unranked first. And let's just see how this goes. Tuning into the flex. Yes, sir. Guys, thanks for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with us on your Friday night. I hope everyone had a great week. Because now it's the weekend. Now we can fucking grind the ladder. But yeah, all right. So, Kobra Commander deck. I need 2 more orbital strikes. Those might be a little tough to come by. I think they're a little pricey because they're from PS15. But let's see what we can do. I should also double check. Maybe I'll pull up Parallel's. Let's see. Pull up Parallel's starter deck outline. And if the Orbital Strike is in their Marcolian starter deck, maybe I'll go and pick up a couple of those. And we can, yeah, find a few of those as opposed to scouring OpenSea and begging people to sell their shit to us. The one downside to unranked right now versus ranked, and probably the reason I'm impatient and just jump into ranked usually, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to find a match because everyone's just trying to grind up that ladder and get XP and earn Prime, which I understand. But as we get more players in the ecosystem, unranked is going to be filled with more people. We'll definitely get more players, and then it'll be easier to find a match. So, you know, if it doesn't match up soon, I'm going to jump back out and then go into ranked. So like, fuck it, we run it, you know? My MMR is going to get completely wrecked, but all right. So I'm looking at the Marcolian base starter deck, and it's on the Parallel Suite. I do not see Orbital Strike in there. It's probably, I can't remember if it's a legendary card or not, but if anyone wants to check the full breakdown, I'm going to actually drop it in the chat here, and then you guys could check it out for yourself. So that thread I just shared is the full breakdown of all the starter decks that were available on base today. And unfortunately, it's playing the audio, so you might get some feedback there for a second. But yeah, so let's jump to ranked. Before I hit start match, just really quickly, if you have not gotten a starter deck yet, if you're new to this whole ecosystem, the game itself, if you get a starter deck today, you get immediate access, almost immediate, within a few minutes. They sent an email out like within 2-3 minutes. It was insane. But you get access to the private beta client, which is what we're playing right now. It is not open yet to everyone. But if you get a starter deck for 0.05 Ethereum on the new Build on Base by Coinbase chain, you can play this game alongside us. And you're playing with NFTs, which means if you have a deck that's formed with NFTs, you get a certain percentage of Prime if you win. So I would highly recommend you go to at Parallel TCG on X, or aka Twitter, and you look at their most recent tweets about today's drop, and you check it out. Because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to bridge mainnet Ethereum to base ETH, which is the L2. And then you're going to use base ETH to purchase the decks. So it's a really nice gas efficient way to purchase a handful of decks. I ended up buying 4 decks today just to augment the decks that I currently have, were like Cathari, Shroud, etc. I didn't have all the cards. So yeah, all right, there you have it. Check that out, highly recommend. And let's fucking go. Also, I need 3 more wins to complete my 25 ranked match win milestone. So if we could do that on stream, that'd be fucking dope. Kobra, if you can get me there, that'd be even better. While this is loading, I'll try to do my housekeeping, my good hosting, by copying the link here and sharing it within the Parallel server. All right. And we're going straight into a diamond ranked player. This is why you don't do ranked right out the gates. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I'm going to get murdered. All right, let's see. So mulligan phase, I'm going to take like some of the larger costs. And again, like I'm trying to acquaint myself with this. So I'm going to make mistakes. All right, let's just put that out there. I'm going to make some stupid mistakes. Luckily, it's their turn first. When you play an effect, this unit gains 1 of 1. Yep. So I probably want to drop Bannerman when I have an effect to play. I love the Combat Veteran because he just buffs every time they deal damage. So that can get a little unwieldy. Let's see. I I want board presence, so I don't know that I necessarily want to use this bad boy immediately, but considering that they're diamond, I'm sure they're going to stack the effects on that Bannerman really fucking fast. On attack, deal 1 damage to each player. Yeah, see, it's nice because it's 2/2. Fuck. And then that one's great because it's just, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Probably a mistake. I probably should just wipe their board, but I don't know. Okay. And you can see a little like staggering of my actual game. It's not as fluid as people that have PC rigs because I'm running a virtual machine on my Mac. So I have an M1 Max, and it's been really, really seamless for the most part, considering how like choppy it was for the alpha build. But yeah, see, they cleared my board. Couple of mercenaries slapping me in the face. So what I could do is, he's just not beefy enough. They could wipe him, and that's not going to be fun. So let's see. I kind of want to, okay. Little card draw. He doesn't have a lot, unfortunately. In terms of health, he can get hit once. I'm gonna also tweet out to people to make sure that anyone can jump in. Yeah, see, I'm gonna get mollywopped right here. Yep. And this is not a good position to be in, as you can see. So unfortunately, this is pretty piss poor viewing, because you guys are just seeing, I'm already behind the 8 ball, right? Like I can't fucking catch up at this point. What I could do is, let's see. Yeah, I wanted to play. I was thinking of like my 3/1 costs, hit him with 2 of the heavy weapons and then Bannerman. But yeah, I'm kind of like waiting for Bannerman to have an effect be available before I can actually like lay that down. But like, as you can see, they're already stacking up. Trigger Happy Trooper is already getting buffed. Yeah. And then the nice thing about Catherine is every time you play 2 units, especially because there's so many low cost units for the Marcolian decks, you're going to get a buff on the second unit that you put down. And look at how like they're moving fast because they've already sort of like learned the pace and that they have that familiarity with their deck. I have that with the Earthen decks that I play. I do not have that yet with this deck, and you can see it's actually working against me at the moment. So that kind of sucks, but you know, we're gonna do what we can. So I'm gonna put out the Defiant Clone first. I do want to maybe keep my Black Market Fixer. After you play effect, this unit, yeah, that might be one to hold on to. Deal 5 damage to any target. Might be a good one to clear Orbital Strike. It's fucking tough, man. These are the decisions. This is why banking is so interesting, because you really have to negotiate what you want to lose from your hand for future turns. So yeah, so I play the Defiant Clone first because he gets the buff every single time I add a friendly unit to the field. So I wanted to ensure that I got him out first before I played my 2 other 1-cost units. Unfortunately, based on the hand that they have on board, they're probably going to wipe me, or they'll just go to face. And they have enough to probably, I mean, let me do the math. They have enough to definitely put a hurting on me. I'll certainly take a few of their guys, but these mercenaries, let's see. Yeah, I mean, exactly. So I'll at least take one of them, but it's still not going to be enough. You can see, however, they needed some card draw on their side. So that might be an area where they might potentially struggle, but considering their diamond, I doubt that that's something that they have to contend with. Yeah, and that combat veteran gets buffed after he hits my Bannerman, and I'm already at 16. So this isn't how you play Marcolian effectively. And then I'm fucking stuck with all these 4 costs, which means I'm only going to get 1 play out of these. When another friendly unit attacks, this unit gains +1/+0. He's already at 4/4. This is tough, man. So I think I'm going to use Black Market Fixer to just take another one of his units that's gotten buffed. This one's getting a little too heavy, so I want to clear him out, make him a little bit more uncomfortable. Black Market Fixer luckily has a 3/3, so he's not the easiest to take out, but given what Iodo has on the board, it shouldn't be too problematic. And also, like I said, I'm already at 16, so he could go straight to face, get me down to 8 if he wanted to, and then just like basically clean up shop next turn. Card draws great on their side. So I'm basically like just pointing out all the things that they're amazing at and that I haven't been able to accomplish with this deck yet. And again, they cleared board. So yeah, I mean, it's tough. I don't have the appropriate card draw right now. I'm also like not familiar enough with this deck, like I said. So if anything, I'm just sort of like commenting on what I'm observing and the logic that's going through my head. There are many better players, I'd say, too. So if you ever wanted to check out a more technical stream, look at Exile, which is a bond. They have some fantastic gameplay. Real quick, on attack, deal 4 damage to target enemy unit. Let's see. Yeah, it's tough, man. So I have, it's so tough. 5 damage. Let's see. I don't necessarily want to bank him, but Lemieux. And also I don't like another like really successful part of the game, or at least like being a good player, is so stupid. I didn't even see Catherine because I was trying to talk to you guys and try to be entertaining here. But I probably should have wiped her. Yeah, so Muster, if you play him, you choose 1. Assault, you do all 3. But that's game anyways. So yeah, I mean, that was a good warm-up round. Unfortunately, people like Caveman are in the chat right now, and I know that they are a very good player, very good Marcolian player. So to anyone that's just joining us, I am using Kobra Commander's deck code, and I have not spent nearly enough time with Marcolian as I should have. And this is just an effort for me to finally get a little bit more comfortable with it. Obviously with Rookie Q, you're sort of forced to learn the certain nuances of every given parallel. But yeah, his deck outline was just so fast and furious, and I was really interested to try it. So if anything, we're kind of learning on the go, trial and error with, the actual, another diamond. So I'm fucked. But yeah, learning on the go here. In ranked, maybe not the smartest, but unranked took a little too long to connect to, and no one wants to see me on a waiting screen. So let's just see what happens. I am familiar with Earthen at least, and especially the pacifist deck. So maybe we can thwart some of the things that they're going to do. I'm going to try to get much better board presence early. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see what we can do. Cool. So depending on who they put out, it's probably going to be... okay, good. They didn't play the card that I thought they might play. So, on a tech deal for it. Let's see. There we go. Cool, so better for card draw at least. Go to face with that card because I had an attack of opportunity. And then I really do like the combat veteran. It's one of my more favorite cards. We got a couple of crack shots, PS8 launcher. So depending on who they put out, I'll likely go with combat veteran, start working up some buffs there, building them up. I'm surprised they don't have the necessary card draw at this point. Maybe they have, with a diamond, they should have a pretty good card balance, but maybe they're just getting terrible card draw at the moment. Today might be our lucky day, boys. I'm going to eat my words so quickly after they actually start fucking putting shit on the board. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if you heard the emote, but occasional mistake. So maybe they meant to put something down, or maybe they're communicating to us that they don't have the card draw that they need at the moment. But see, the chat is lit. Thank you guys for being here, for hanging out with us. Thank you for the support over the last couple of weeks as we've been delivering content. You know, mash that subscribe button, that follow button, if you don't already. We're trying to put out as much material as possible. Yeah, I was waiting for that play. I was waiting for that. Usually, I mean, the Premier Conduit is a great one to lay down late game when you have your bank is just fucking stacked and you just lay down a 10-10. It's just like, ugh, it just fucking takes the wind out of you. Crack shot might be a good one right here. I'm not, let's get rid of this fucking guy. I just feel like crack shot can do what we need it to do. Oh, it's sorry. See, this is me like learning the fucking, yeah, it's straight to enemy. Which is fine. We can do that, but I'd rather do this, get some board presence, buff him with adding that Bannerman. Yeah, let's see. Probably should have, because this is just going to wipe my guy. I probably should have just hit him with these two. And that's where I went wrong with the PS8 launcher. Because I could have hit him with the launcher for 2 damage. And then I could have wasted that last Vanguard there. And then he would have been off the board. And then I still would have had my combat veteran. And instead, what happened was I lost 3 cards. So you guys are seeing my mistakes live. For those of you that are like, you know, kicking yourself or wondering what the fuck I'm doing. This is less for you and more for people that might not be as familiar with the game. And also for me, it's just like I said, I am reacquainting myself with all these cards. So as you can see, I really have not spent enough time with Marcolian. I've been primarily focused on Earthen and Cathari, but this is also why you do it. Like you want to be more well-rounded player. So yeah, I like that it could have been a very different game had I not done what I just did. I banked the wrong card. I wasted 3 cards that I think I probably would have only wasted 1 if I had done that correctly. And so I would have had 4 cards total, 2 more cards on the board in terms of presence. And they don't have the card pull that they need at the moment. Something's happening in their hand. I don't know what's going on. But I mean, I might have given them an opportunity, and then he can wipe my Defiant Clone right now. There you go. So there you have it. But this is why we do it. We learn. Okay. So I have a decision to make. Deal 2 damage to any target. So I could bring him down to 1. I could use my Bannerman to hit him, and then that would clear my Bannerman. I mean, I could just have my Bannerman go to face. The effect, however, yeah, it might be a good route with the effect. He's going to wipe, I feel like he's going to wipe my Bannerman next turn anyways. Let's do, let's see. Let's buff. So I'll go straight to face with actually 2 of them. And at least I have 4 health now. So if Black Market Fixer hits me, I can wipe. And then Bannerman would still be there. But oh, sorry, Orphan. You said move your cam up a bit. Yeah, I see. Let me do that. Sorry, guys. Ew. There we go. New setup. Let's see. How's that working? Let's go back to game. All right. I'm going to check the stream. This is so... it's close. It's close. It's closer. And they're clearly still thinking, so they didn't like that. Still, I should have more cards. Boom, look at that. Centered. Looking good. So, yeah, I mean, those crack shots helped a little bit. Maybe they're just like not paying attention to the game. Like they're down to 5 seconds. Something's going on. Maybe they have a bug on their side. I don't know. Sometimes if you check on the parallel server, which I'm going to do right now, if you look at the GGs, sometimes people will be like, yo, I'm fucking stuck. So always keep your eyes peeled there. I don't see any messages though. So Black Market Fixer might be a little bit impractical at the moment. But if I do this with Mercenary and then I lay out my Claymore, I can clear. I thought I could at least. Assault, deal 2 damage to any target. After you play an effect, this unit gains arm this turn. I thought it was a muster ability. Again, that's me just like one, not being as familiar with the cards, but also not paying complete attention while we're streaming. Yeah, I didn't have assault. Yep. So, have to hit enemy to face first. Thanks, Cacao. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I feel like they're not... The first game, I got wiped. The second game, they're not even present. So, good learnings, I guess. Good opportunity to learn, but not super entertaining in terms of watching actual gameplay. Yeah. So Money Plane saying I forgot about armed all the time, and that's an important one for sure. Caveman was saying assault is a tough mechanic, still mess it up all the time, definitely. And I thought in the beginning, Cacao was saying I thought in the beginning that assault means just attacking, but it's only on face. Yeah. Well, this is a strange game because I was hoping this would be a little bit more entertaining, but clearly they're not present. And then when another friendly unit attacks, I mean, I do like the Grizzled Scout. The card's dope as hell. Like the art is sick. So let's throw that on there. We're gonna have 6 energy, deal 3 damage to yourself, and then any target. I mean, I could, but you know, they're not even there, so it's a fucking matter. All right, so Grizzled Scout's gonna get a boost, and then yeah, see. Sorry, Grizzled Scout boosts, does the buff. my sweatshirt does say fungi. It does indeed. All right, so now we just got to wait a whole minute. Okay, so Free Roll is saying the master himself, the Kobra commander. Kobra is saying he's not playing, but when the board looks like this is exactly when you play the Grizzled Scout. So he's adding that buff to everyone that attacks. So that's, yeah, it's a +1/+0. to the actual attacking unit, which is awesome. All right, well, now we just got to wait. But yeah, maybe the next match will be a little bit more exciting. It's kind of nice at least to familiarize yourself with a brand new deck. Kobra, I don't know that you saw the beginning of it, but I didn't have 3 orbital strikes that I own, so I had to scrub 2 of the orbital strikes, and I replaced it with Defiant Clone just to keep the cost down. I know orbital strike is a 4 cost, but I kind of wanted to like stay close in that 1-2 energy curve that you have. But I feel like I definitely need to pick up a couple of orbital strikes. I'm not even gonna. I mean, this is just like, if they were there, that was just to like, you know, twist the dagger, if you will. Fuck it, I'm going Bannerman. Bannerman to face. Let's go. It's a fucking bullshit win because they weren't even there, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Let's get them numbies up because I think I like won 3 out of 7 last night. So I need a little boost. And that's 23 out of 25 ranked matches. Also, for anyone that's new, I know there might have been a few people in here that are new. Let's see. Prime earnings. I was hoping to show the actual details here for anyone that was interested. No bonuses earned, but I thought they used to have the curvature here so you could see, you know, if you, dependent on how many digital collectibles were in your deck, you would actually see the curve of prime earnings. And I thought it used to be here, but for some reason it isn't. Either way, you can see 40 out of 40 are DCs. You can see XP increased, and you can see details there if you wanted to. Replications available as well. So yeah, so let's keep it running. I would love to be able to get to 25 out of 25 ranked games. That'd be sick. So let's just keep running ranked. I have fucking 6 keys framed, cacao. 6 keys. I'm not sure why they're not being reflected. I thought it was just random. I thought it was randomized, like when your gravity key was utilized. But I do have 6 equipped. Advice from the master himself. Free roll said, yeah, orbital is a key finisher. Turn 6/7 orbital crack is an 8 damage finish. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. New Dawn, easy win. Yeah, I fucking hate them though. Bro. I like the 2 mercenary gunslingers. Maybe I'll keep them. Maybe I'll recycle one of these combat veterans. Slander. Yeah, Malamber. Get fucking wrecked, Malamber. Good. The Goon Squad just entered the chat. Clearly. Oh, baby. Mantis Corsair. Yeah, I mean, I like this card. Fuck. This is always the dilemma, right? It's like, what do you bank? I feel like that Annihilate may come in handy down the road. So I'm gonna hold on to it. And then the Vanguard going to face. So that's like a nice little addition to the board for turn 1, technically turn 0. No one gives love to YouTube stream chat. Just saying. It's true, Fesk. It's true. You're not lying. You're not lying. All right. Destroy any unit dealt damage in combat by this unit. Yeah, that's a fucking... I love that card. I can't believe, like, it's a 2 cost probably because it's a 1/1, but I think could be a banger. It's like Master Poisoner, isn't it? So what do we want to do? Do we go Mercenary Gunslinger, hit him for 1, then use the Vanguard, hit him for another, get this fucking guy out of here? Yeah, I don't know. I could just go straight to Combat Veteran, but Combat Veteran, yeah, I mean, maybe I do. I'm running out of time. It's also because I'm like trying to look at chat, trying to read the cards, Yeah, maybe I just fuck. All right, I just like the combat veteran too much. I don't even know if that's the best play, to be completely honest with you. But I just like them. And then if they hit me to face, or not face, but if they hit my unit, that would then wipe theirs. So let's see what they decide to do, if they go to face or not. I'm just waiting for a banish. I'm gonna get a banished. We shall see. We shall see. Yo, Fest, I saw you tweet at me earlier. Oh, let's see what he's gonna do. God damn it. About. Oh yeah, I can't siphon. It'll grow. That's a good call. Fast, I'll get to your tweet in a second. Get to your tweet in 1 second, dude. All right, let's see. Contact it one to each player. And then any target could wipe them. I don't want to get rid of crack shot. Fuck. I think I'm going to go 2-2. Wait, let me see. Let me read it again. Sorry. And then to any target, yeah. Get my sharpshooter out there. And then I'm just going to clear board, make it super annoying, get that buff because of the attack on combat veteran. And then I'm feeling good. All right, let's go back to Fest's tweet. All right, so you said, Fesk, I wonder if it's worth it to buy a deck. You were referring to the starter decks, or just dip my toes buying some multiple cards on secondary. Some are super cheap, like less than $1. So I think everyone's probably gonna have a different answer. I think it's dependent on your deck building strategy and your play style. So if you are, and also like, were you already a collector too? Which I get the feeling that you were. So I'm actually gonna go card draw with defender, and then I'm also gonna go crack shot to face. Boom. Sharpshooter's active now, so they would have done a little something if there were units out. But then I get that buff too. So luckily there's no one on board, so I can at least get that buff for combat veteran and make them bigger. Oh, fucking New Dawn, dude. It's so annoying. But yeah, Fuzzy, it depends on your like prior history with Parallel. If you collected cards already, some people that have been involved in the pack drops, you might already have enough cards where it doesn't warrant getting a starter deck. I do think that the starter decks give you a bit of flexibility too, in terms of you get 40 cards in that starter deck for pretty affordable price. And that gives you a little more room to play, especially if you don't have apparitions and you just want to experiment with like formulating new decks. This goddamn siphon. God damn it. So there might be an argument for getting a starter deck just because cost is low, gives you a bunch of cards, gives you a little bit more flexibility and room to experiment with creating decks if you have a given Parallel that you love to play, and then like stack on from there. But if you have ideas of cards that you want to get, you just, go ahead and play that game online when it comes to putting in bids and things of that nature. All right, so I can draw a random. It's gonna muster. If I get a Claymore, it'll be a 4 cost, so I could probably play that immediately. Lancer tank, so I could bank and then play this Lancer. Sick. So I think I might do that actually. Deal. Yeah, I don't want to necessarily like. I'm only at 25, but things could go awry quickly. So let's put that Lancer tank out and keep that combat veteran around for the next turn. Yeah, you fucking would, dude. You fucking would, Winky. Great card draw though, Did they get that card draw on every time they play the New Dawn? I haven't spent the time to actually read this card, or don't necessarily remember it. Honored Steward is going to banish me until they leave the field. So fucking hell. But let's get them out so we can get our Lancer take back. Paradox. After an enemy unit is destroyed, you may take 1 damage to banish it. And they got rid of my sharpshooter. All right, so let's see. Deal 2 damage. So I could I could hit Steward with Crimson Fleet Machinist. I could do that, and then I could play the Neutron Bomb, which deals 3 damage to the target enemy unit, and then that would destroy that Steward, bring my Lancer back, and then deal 2 damage to that Mercenary. So I think I'm going to do that, but I'm going to make sure that I hit with the Fleet Machinist first. It's going to clear the Machinist. I understand that. I have another one in hand if I really am looking to get more vehicle draw. It's going to banish it, so it's going to go to their Singularity, but here's the, as Orphan likes to say, here's the meat and potatoes. Okay? And then we're going to clear their board. Cool. I still can bank. I might... fuck, dude. What do I want to do here? Because vehicle draw could be really great right now. And I love the Combat Veteran. But I might bank the Combat Veteran. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I mean, this is why banking's so great. It's because, like, I'll play it next turn. It is unfortunate, though, that when you get the Steward, the Honored Steward, off the board, that you can't attack with the one that they stole. I know that that was probably a mechanism that they spent some time tweaking, but I just wish it was active the moment that it came back to the board. All right, so going back to chat, because I haven't been looking in a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, fucking hell, dude. Banishes it instead if it destroys it. That's the beauty of that one. They're gonna hit me for 2. Yep, got it. Good lord, how many cards can they play? What the fuck? Why does that have a 2 and a 5? Did I miss something? Oh, the Adept. That's why. This is Novice, and then this is Adept, and so they have slightly different capabilities. So we're going to have an opportunity to, let's see, what do I want to do? The Grizzled Scout is great. I'm going to have 8 to play with. Lemieux destroys a target unit. Interesting. Put target unit from your waist into your hand. Friendly units gain +1/+1. Yeah, I mean, it's tough because I don't necessarily want to utilize... God damn it. I want to get rid of this one. Unfortunately, it leaves me a little bit susceptible to face because I'm not going to have anything on the board if I play Crackshot as well. It's very hard to actually play and stream at the same time. It takes a skill because I'm trying to read and I usually, oh god, all cards from your single, Jesus, into your hand. That's crazy. I love that card though. That Perfect Loop is so fucking good. Is that a thing of the Paragon itself, or is that an actual card? I don't remember. Shroud has less than a 50% win rate, Merchant said earlier. Scipius is OP. It sure is, yeah. Now they have a Defender out too. The Sacred Siphoner, that's a... I never love seeing that one come onto the field. So now we're going to have 2 Claymore Artilleries. We're not going to be able to play them. We could do Black Market Fixer, wipe this guy. I could also do a 4/5 with the Lemieux. I might do that. And then I thought that I can choose to... let's see. Choose one of the 3. So destroy a target unit. If I'm reading that correctly, that would mean I could put that out and remove the Siphoner. Destroy a unit of my choice. So I'm going to do that. And then that wipes their board. Makes them uncomfortable. Let's see. Throws it to its waist. And we'll go with that. And Malhammer said, he also said Nucleotic Synthesizer and Appraiser getting nerfed next update. That makes sense. I mean, I know Koji said, Mr. Gon said today on Twitter, between him and Mr. Kavak, I think that's how you pronounce it, that there's a new pod coming out about the beta and upcoming changes and things of that sort. Just replace Shrouds with Marcolians, of course. Exactly. Cacao said it. All right, so things are happening. First time a card is banished on your turn, gain 1 energy. Dear God, dude. After a unit, yeah. So this is going to get some buffs if they keep banishing, exactly. And then it's going to get super uncomfortable for me. Lemieux got removed, so now I can't use the benefits of him. Let's see. What should I do? I could do PS8 launcher to Singularity Steward and then use Black Market Fixer to remove. If this would destroy the enemy unit, banish it instead. Yeah, so I kind of feel like... I mean, it's just a fucking energy face-to-face game now. And I haven't banked either. It's fucking tough, man. Because I would like to get this combat veteran buffed up. But then I'd have no fucking cards in hand. I know I'll get one next turn, but do I risk not banking? I don't know. I think I bank and then work with Grizzled Scout. Yeah, Grizzled Scout would be a good addition next board, so long as Claymore still exists, because then it would get a +1/+0 on an actual attack. So we shall see. I need to start going to face. Yeah, I guess Cacao I could have. You said nine cards in bank is more than enough. No. Yeah, maybe I could have. But I am very, very cautious with like lack of cards in hand. All right, they're thinking. They're thinking about what to do next. It's pretty close. I wish I would have done a little bit more damage up front. I think that's probably what this super aggro deck is best used for. Of course, they use the Lancer Tank against me. Fucker. What a fucker. Banish the target unit. Awesome. Wonderful. So cool. So cool, dude. Shrouder's so cool. They're so sick. They're like the best players. They're like so smart. Freaking jerks. Yeah. So I think like obviously I didn't do enough in the early part of the game, which is where I think this deck is really successful. Kobra had mentioned some situations late game as well with card stacking. I don't have the necessary card draw right now to be in a position where I think I'm going to be able to pull out a win here. And it's not looking great, but again, we're just learning. We're having some fun streaming it too. So we're all learning together, hopefully. Yeah. I've gone to 8 bank mostly, usually 6 against New Dawn. Okay. And at that time of the game, I mostly have 1 card in hand or on hand anyway. Yeah, so are you guys saying that, oh, I see. Kobra Commander deck aims to finish no later than turn 8. Yeah. It's also maybe part of my familiarity or comfort with the Earthen decks, because I was like drawing out games super, super late with the Earthen Defender, Earthen Pacifist, and then Bora's going to finish the game, of course. So that might be a little bit of like, you really have to like change your mental framework in terms of play style too. So what I was maybe normally accustomed to with Earthen, you know, that has to go out the window. I'm not into conceding. I think it's bullshit. So I'm just going to see the game through and learn as much as I can. Because that's really like what I'm trying to do through all this gameplay, is just, you know, get as much out of these experiences as possible so that I can be better in the next match and then in the next match. But yeah, they'll close it out this turn, and then I'll focus a little bit more heavily on trying to close this game out more quickly, or these matches out more quickly with the next match that we have. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for hanging. How's everyone faring on the leaderboards? Put it in the chat. I'm really curious to hear how everyone's doing. I know Kobra had a good run. Malamber said he had a good run too. Why aren't they just like, all they had to do is hit me to face? I don't know why they're like drawing this shit out. That's the stuff that I don't like, is like, you already have me. You don't have to flex. Like, just fucking let it happen. All right, come on. Just do it. It's not even like, all right, now he's going to wipe my board, which is even more annoying, before they kill me, just to really turn the knife. Yeah, see, this is ridiculous. I got other matches to go to, friend. You ain't getting a GG from me. All right, come on. Why are they doing this? Why aren't they just... It's like completely pointless. I don't need to understand like all the things that you're capable of doing at this point. Oh my God. Okay. Is this fun? Is this fun for them? Yo, Winky, be cooler. Have some chill. Rank 11, Big Hoss. Jesus. Holy shit. Cold is up in 10? God damn. Cold, you've been fucking crushing. Well, I got to get like you guys then. I got to play more. I only got to play. I didn't play all week until last night. So I was hankering to get in. All right. We're probably going to play one more. And then clearly I have some shit to work on when I'm not on stream, because this is not the best, but I appreciate all the notes that you guys are giving too. It's really helpful. You need 40 points to crack the top 20. Malamber, my goodness. Caveman has 3 on you? That is crazy. Holy shit. It's kind of cool if every place is like just 100 points or is that close. It's going to be even more interesting with like all the new swath of players that's just entered. I might just do full wipe board for Mulligan phase because I want to get some 1 cost in there. Let's go. Okay, so I'm thinking Orbital Strike or Claymore with the what's the fucking card that gets the vehicle pull? I could always get another Claymore too. So maybe that's my logic, at least for getting rid of it. Yeah, people have been uber grinding through like Quinto. Is Quinto still playing mostly Cathari, or has he been switching it up? And I'm sure he's switching it up, but I'm just mean like primarily is he playing Cathari? Okay, cool. So I might go. Fuck. For now, he is. Got it. Yeah. That makes sense. Sticking with his goat deck. I mean, Steward of the Garden is the fucking worst. Because they get just that one energy gives them such a fucking boost. So I always like to wipe it early and try to like chop their knees out from underneath them, so that they can't start stacking Mizras with other stewards or Mizras with decays. And yeah, just try to make them uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure Quantum's a good player. I remember seeing the name before too. Obviously they're in the alpha. They were in the alpha. Because you can see it on their title. He did a stream on it this morning. Oh, cool. Switching it up soon. Got it. Cacao. Peace. Thanks for being here. Hit me with the spores early. Wow, that's a strange move to do it this early, which is either lack of experience or desperation. Maybe they don't have the card draw. It's a weird move to pull this early. Yeah, interesting. Orbital Strike. I don't really want to get rid of it, but maybe I'll do this for a better card draw for the next turn. And so now I got those. Let's take her down a little bit further before my 2 units get cleaned off with the spores. I mean, she's got it too, obviously. So by the time it comes back to me, she'll be out of there. But they at least get the benefit of having that extra energy in this turn. They can start laying down some capes or some Malachite shields too if they want to keep her on the board. Or just another one, because she's only a cost of 1. Infused core, yep. Okay. 2, yeah, see, they're going to fucking murder me on energy. 2 energy per turn. I used to fuck around with the infused core. I haven't really used it recently. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Yeah. Crimson Fleet Machinist. I might keep around because I want that vehicle pull. Don't necessarily want to lose the Grizzled Scout at the moment. Okay. So, spores. What just happened there? Why? Okay, I was going to say, I saw the DK icon disappeared on the card, so that's just a bug. But I was like, what the fuck? Did they have like some effect that wiped the effects of the card and I just didn't read it? No, it's just a bug. So yeah, so five energy cost, given that they have the additional for the steward and then the 2 each turn for the infused core. I don't think there's anything in this deck that actually removes the relics. And then honestly, the Sky Scout, I think the Sky Scout is such a good card, especially if you have a Mizra just like stacked adjacent to it. The specs on that card are fantastic with the 4/5. I think that 4 energy cost makes a lot of sense too. So yeah, that's a tough one. I could take Lemieux out and clear that card. Maybe that's what I do, because I'm doing the math. And just get it out of the way now. because it is super annoying. And I also don't want them to lay down a Mizra next turn and start getting those buffs and get comfortable. I don't even know if it's worth, I mean, like maybe early game, it's worth getting rid of her. And then get that buff on the combat veteran for the attack. So not in a terrible spot. I just don't like that that relic is giving them so much to work with right now. Yeah, the Steward Axeman combo really is nasty. Dude! 3 in hand? Yeah, if you play the Decay deck right and you get those buffs, it's fucking brutal. Oh, they must have hit me with a change of heart while I was looking at the chat. God damn it. God fucking damn it. So, decision. I think that I'm going to go Defiant Clone, Grizzled Scout to get the buff on the Defiant Clone, and then also on the attack for these motherfuckers. Elite Sharpshooter was nice when I had it. Maybe I'll save it. Especially if they roll out a Mizra and just go to face for now. Versus going to the Steward, obviously, where she would just like clear me. And I want to keep that Sharpshooter around, I think. So yeah, let's try that out. Assault. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there's the Mizra. So that's ultimately why I kept it around. Fucking Gafar play was smart though, because now I have to go to face to Gafar. God damn it. That unit is destroyed. So I could wipe. Yeah, I could like hit the Mizra with a neutron bomb, and then that would clear the Mizra, and then do 2 damage to Gafar. I could, maybe that's what I want to do. I'm just trying to determine, I'm trying to do the math while I'm also thinking out loud, which is proving to be difficult right now. So, fuck, man. I want to bank this. I'm going to get the Mizra off. I'm going to do additional damage to Gafar, so that is a little less work for me. I'm going to play the Claymore. That's going to buff my Defiant Clone. And then, yeah, we're just going to go right at Gafar. Especially, well, he's not. He doesn't have like any additional pacification buffs on him. Cool. That was stupid. I should have just done the Elite Sharpshooter first, and I wasn't thinking. And then we could just do this now. And now you're starting to see the benefits of this aggro deck, especially against what is typically very difficult earthen, either decay or defending decks. Because Gafar could just be super annoying. If they hit me with some of those Bulwark Seeds too, that's going to stall out, and that's going to give them an opportunity to come back. They don't look like they have a lot of cards right now. They have great energy at the moment, but luckily, I think we chopped out their knees from underneath them. Heal for 5. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, let's see what else they pull out of their ass. The fact that they're taking a minute. Yeah, so they're going to get a little buff with that Dauntless Axeman every time that it turns to a pacifist. Game client just got stuck, so you can see that. Elite Sharpshooter's gone. Pretty smart on their part. And then, let's see. So I felt like the advice of the crowd last game was like, why bank at a certain point, right? Especially when I have them on the ropes right now. So I want to get that played out and get that card draw for the next turn so that I have a vehicle in hand. And then I'm just going to go to face. Get the buff with the Grizzled Scout. Which is great. And then, yeah, close the game out. So yeah, I guess turn, 7? Got to actually see the full effectiveness of that Marco deck. So we did get a win, 2 wins out of it. One win was like a no-show basically, and then that felt a little more legitimate. So that's cool. And I'm starting to get the rhythm of the actual deck itself. So we've been doing this for close to an hour. I think I'm just going to keep grinding. I'm going to get that 25th win. A lot of you guys, let's look at the leaderboard really quickly. A lot of the people that were in the chat currently said that they're close to the top 10. So Kvak is still up there. Meta Guild, rocking it. Firekeeper, Quinto, 6th. Orly and Patch then at 9th. Big Hoss, who was in the chat, is at 10th. Caveman, who's also in the chat, is at 11th. So look at that. It's super, super tight. Let's keep on scrolling here. iRacer's been grinding too in 15th. Hell yeah. Malambert, 22nd. Fuck, man. Crushing. I played Coin Enjoyer last night and actually won with an Earthen deck. Pacified the fuck out of them and then closed it out with Bulwark Seeds. And then Silk, I know Silk was grinding an alpha on Marcolian decks, and I'm sure he still is for beta as well. So that's cool, seeing Silk in 30th with a 7 win streak. Hell yeah. Rarity in 35th. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for being here. If there's anyone still in the chat, appreciate you. GG's. Shoot us a like and subscribe if you don't mind. We're going to keep doing more of this. We have a lot more educational materials coming up as well. And yeah, keep it prime. All right. Later, y'all.